remember Sammy Lazoja. All right, anyway. You ready?
We've been ready for a half hour. You keep asking the same question.
Right.
Raul.
Cut that.
Well, this is that's an outtake.
2, 1. And welcome to Building Talk, the podcast for the resident managers, building managers, property managers, and all of our friends at the building services industry.
Absolutely.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
He's Frank. I'm Bo.
How you doing?
How are you? How you doing? It's a great week.
It's a really great week.
Yeah, we having a great fun time.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
You don't look like it.
I don't. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired, dude. I'm really fucking.
But you know what?
What?
You're gonna get a charge out of our next guest.
Wow! Wait.
Thank you.
Holy shit!
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen,
he's gonna charge me?
Oh, of course he's gonna charge you, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Sammy Lazoja from Livewire Electrical.
Perfect. Thank you.
He's on the ball, man. He's on the ball. So,
welcome.
Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it. I'm a big fan.
Oh, thank you very much.
Cool.
Me and Bo go back a long time.
I wouldn't say that too loud. We know a lot of people. Don't say it.
What? I found out. I didn't even realize it. That I was your first customer.
One of our first, yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Frank. I knew great talent when I saw it.
Wow.
That's back then. About 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't have much hair.
I think I was 18, 20 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Wow. He never acted like
longevity,
he was 18 or 20, man. He was like, okay. Nothing
wrong with that.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, man.
I'm a street kid from Staten Island, New York. Worked
he blew
hard.
it. He's Staten Island. Call it all. Yeah, Staten Island.
We're going home.
Hey, listen, Staten Island has some of the best electricians, plumbers, firemen, NYPD.
There you go.
Some
pizza, Mario's Pizza over there in the corner in Forest.
I graduated school, and it was 2008. There wasn't too many jobs on Wall Street available, so I did the next best thing. I put my tools on, and van the man, the dream, and 17, 18 years later, here we are.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
One of the premier electrical contractors in New York City. Service all 5 boroughs, New York, New Jersey. Got a great amount of field technicians that are really talented, really special people to us, and that's what we did.
Huh.
Yeah, but how do you start off something like Livewire? You got a ton of trucks now. They're all painted with the Livewire logo and everything else. Yeah. I mean, you didn't start into that or just walked into it and took over. How did you start on it?
First Livewire truck, we spray painted a Livewire logo on the side of it. It was, I think it was like a Ford Pinto or something. We bought the truck with our money from federal tax returns.
Hey, you're U.S. government working here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right, yeah.
We started out man-to-van operation, me and my partner Lee, and also my relative and my brother. We started out, humble beginnings, man. Day by day, hustling, answering calls, getting back to people, doing the right work, being honest, same core values that we have today. And then, with time and, with the right avenues and the right attitude, you get there little by little.
Sure.
It's the American dream. It's the American dream. It's an entrepreneur's dream, and it's true. It happens every day.
Well, speaking of entrepreneur.
Thank you for
You're
welcome.
Yeah. Speaking of, I can never pronounce that.
I know. At 40 years, I know. No.
You started off doing something else before that, no?
I did everything with the sun, man.
Come on, man. It's got to be.
I was a barber as a kid. I used to cut hair. Did electrical contracting. Our first thing we did, me and Lee, was 1, 2, 3 home improvements. Painting houses and doing odd jobs.
Right.
We were in the burger business for a little while as well. We did that for about 3
in
4
the
years.
burger business.
Yeah. We did everything. Within the while we were operating Livewire.
Really?
True, but you don't realize this man is a celebrity.
Really?
Yeah. What was that show you were on?
The Prophet.
The Prophet. Remember?
Oh, yes. Wow.
And ironically,
very interesting.
Ironically, I'm coming down, crossing Times Square, and right there is the prophet. You know,
Yeah.
I think advertising his show. He's throwing these T-shirts, right? I have no idea. All I know is it's Times Square. There's all these lights. I ask somebody else. Who cares? I'm walking by. What happens? Bam! Right in the face with a T-shirt. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know,
It's the prophet. I
What
think
the
I have
Frank?
a T-shirt.
we
What the Frank? What the Frank?
we actually won Burger Bash, best burger in New York City.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a cool.
Holy
it was a cool run.
shit.
There you go.
So why don't you make them bring some burgers for tonight?
Oh, that's
We're out of that business now.
they're out of the burger.
But you
No more
didn't forget. You didn't forget how to
No,
do the burger.
we can still make a.
Still make a burger.
But he was more popular for the shakes, I think, wasn't
Yeah, we had a.
Oh, I like shakes.
There you
Chocolate
go.
shakes and
It
a
was
burger.
it was a good run. It was a good run.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
for you.
Thank you.
But
Nice.
the bread and butter, what you're really interested in is electricity.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
that's what we do. I tell clients all the time I don't play golf. I'm in the office 24/7. You know, we treat it as day one as if we are day one. You know,
Right.
we still work very hard. We're in the office every day. I work in a pre-con room with an amazing team of people, and you know, anything from our field technicians to our project managers, office administration. You know, our staff is, you know, what's amazing about Livewire is that I think our average employee has been there for 8 years.
Nice.
10 years. So, you know,
Wow.
we hold on to our people.
And you
we
do all
build
5 boroughs and everything?
all 5 boroughs and New Jersey.
Oh.
Ooh, and New Jersey. Well,
Cool.
they're in Staten Island, so it's easier for them.
Yeah.
Well, I have a house out in Red Bank. You and I were going to
Yeah, yeah. I mean, please. Did you fix that fence finally?
talk. I know. I leveled the ground. Now I got to do that. That's next. But I do need an electrician.
Not 4 feet tall, 4 feet long.
Not 4 feet. It's not 4 feet.
Yeah, it's the small little piece you fell off. Big
It's not
deal.
4 feet.
Oh, stop.
It's not 4 feet.
Please. But,
Yeah.
Sam, let me ask you something. What kind of work did you start off in? When you're doing, you just started, oh my God, you know, right away, you're not going to be doing brand new
No,
construction
no.
or anything
Right.
else. What was like your little bread and butter type of jobs?
We did it all, man. We did it from installing ceiling fans to hi-hats to wiring basements, anything. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Putting cameras up, running Cat 5, and what's cool is it gave us an overall experience of doing everything. Because we were kind of self-taught, you know. We worked in the industry for a little while, and then we, you know, did a lot of side work, and then little by little the side work started building up, and then eventually it
Right.
morphed into something a lot bigger. But you know, we did everything on the sun, and today, believe it or not, we still do everything on the sun. We are a full we're a full service company. Where from design to build out to high voltage, mid voltage.
All right.
Yeah, we do it all.
Wow.
So we still, you know,
Yeah,
still
well,
have
he's
that
got
mentality.
project managers and design.
Right,
Are you
right.
branching out now into?
Yeah, we just launched FireGuard, which is a
Okay.
fire alarm company, full service fire alarm system company, where we have devices, installation, and the whole nine.
Beautiful. So Frank, he's got it all.
He's got it all.
See, Frank might need somebody to change the light bulb for.
Yeah, we do that too.
Yeah, see.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we got people for that
because
too.
he keeps trying to get this way and wondering why it doesn't go
Got to
in.
go this way.
Ah,
You're right.
Yeah, keep telling
All
me
right.
that.
Yeah, I learned. I learned.
What about now? What is it now that your top jobs are?
So, you know, we have a pretty mixed bag. When I say that, you know, we do a lot of institutional accounts, a lot of office build-outs, a lot of, you know, theatrical lighting systems. We just did 49 Chambers, which is a theatrical lighting system that they have in there, which is really cool. It's a museum, a lighting museum. We do a lot of different fun projects. We finished up Swingers. T-Square just finished up, which is...
See,
Hold
you
on a
said
second.
swingers.
Hold on a second. You said swingers.
Yep.
Okay. What
You
the hell
Not
is
that kind of swingers.
right. Yeah.
Different.
Do you understand
different
where he went?
swingers.
Do you understand where he went? It's
you
like
know,
a little
so,
kid. Yeah.
You know, we're you know, we do a lot of you know, very niche projects as well as, you know, very cookie cutter projects. You know, and you know, we, like I said, we provide electrical services for institutional accounts, for educational institutional accounts, financial institutional accounts.
Wow.
You know, throughout the 5 boroughs.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a nice little niche.
Right.
But theatrical lighting. I
Yeah,
mean
that's
that
special. Yeah.
that is a lot.
Right, 'cause
'Cause
that's-
it's not your
it's a ton
regular.
of bulk, yeah.
It's got to be
Yeah, no, they
multiple
do.
stage. I
Yeah,
mean,
they do. We do some really impressive projects. I even go on the job sites and I'm just like, okay, we're doing this.
who took on this
Can we
job?
capture that? Can
Right,
we capture
right.
that part? But it usually, again, to my team is I have an amazing team from project management to the field technicians. They're much better electricians than I am. I got to be honest, and I wouldn't without them we wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, listen. Of course, me and electric do not get along.
No,
I got shocked quite a few. I said, "This
Well,
is
if you
not
do
for
stuff
me."
in water, yeah, standing in a puddle doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah, no puddles.
Well, you're the schmuck who told me to put my finger in the socket.
Hey, you like sticking your finger in
And
stuff in it?
yeah, well, there you go.
You know.
Ba-da-ba. Listen, you're doing new construction as opposed to renovation, or you'll do both? Or?
So we do both. When I mean we're a really mixed bag of type of work. We're on 54 different projects daily.
Wow.
So and that's all different clients. It's all different sites. It's all different. And that's why I don't play golf, and I have to be in the office. We're a very diverse electrical contractor where, we take the specific project and then we tailor fit the technicians for it. We tailor fit the project manager that's going to work with the client and make sure that they bring that project home. So that's really,
Okay.
there's plenty of projects we say we just can't do or we won't do because
Right.
it just doesn't fit in our wheelhouse. But, we're a real mixed bag.
So here you are. You started the company 18 years ago, 20 years ago?
2008.
2008. Wow.
Yeah.
But like growing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, COVID.
Yeah, that's COVID. COVID was a challenge. That was fun.
Sure. Sure.
Now, technically,
You're like, oh.
oh yeah, we're gonna need one.
There's a lot of oh-ohs out there.
It is a challenge. It was a challenge for everyone in
Yeah,
the world.
yeah.
But you're a small business.
Mm-hmm.
You got X amount of employees. You got X amount of trucks. All of a sudden, your trucks are parked.
Yeah.
Your employees are going home. What do you do?
So at that time we were super busy. Like I remember before COVID came, we were like on the run of one of our best years yet. Still putting systems in place and policies in place. And when your business grows, I say it all the time. I have $1 million education, maybe at this point a $10 million education in this business because I've made enough mistakes to learn what they are. And whenever you're growing, you're constantly in rapid growth. You're constantly putting policies in place, and you're constantly putting these guardrails so that you can operate as efficient as possible. And we're right in the middle of it, and then boom, COVID hits, and we're like, all right, now what do we do? We took a little bit of a different approach than a lot of other people. What we did is we reached out instead of running away. So we called our clients and said, how do we get on that essential list?
Right.
What clients are essential that we have in our book?
Okay.
And then we reached out to our vendors and told them, hey, look, we're very capitalized. We're good. You guys don't have to worry about it. Just give us good prices on material and work with us, and let's take projects that make sense for the both of us. And, and that's kind of how we navigated it. And then safety was huge for us. We were one of the first ones to come up with, at least with our pack, a guideline on safety guidelines. And we said, we issued that way before the state came out with safety guidelines. We had our own policies in place of what protocols we're taking, and that was because we worked for very large educational institutes.
Yeah.
That were very keen on making sure safety was a priority, and we wanted to make sure, and we wanted to let them know and have the confidence in us saying, hey, you know what, these guys are looking at doing things a little bit differently, or they're at least trying to lead the pack, and that's what kept us working. I got to be honest, we kept 100% employment.
Wow.
We didn't lose not one guy.
Wow.
We kept every single person on working. We just picked out every essential project that we could get our hands on. Took jobs at cost, whatever we had to do.
Sure.
We kept everybody providing for their family.
That's the amazing part.
Yeah.
Because it would have been easy to say, "Hey guys, you know what?
Right.
This is going to blow over in a couple of months. I'll see you later." Whatever. Nobody knew it was going to last a couple of years,
course.
man.
Yeah.
And supplies.
Yeah.
Big items.
Must have been the big thing.
How did you handle that? Did you have obviously you have someone in hand.
We have so we have a procurement team in our warehouse. We have a pretty large warehouse as well.
Okay.
Where we're located in Staten Island. But that's what I mean, like, where we said we reached out. So, like, I reached out to vendors and said, hey, guys, look, here's our balance sheet. We're good. You know, keep feeding us material.
Yeah.
You know, we're looking at projects that are essential that we're looking to get on. And that's kind of how, and they kind of prioritized us. You know what I mean? They said, hey, we're going to get paid by them.
Sure.
Because everybody else, a lot of suppliers, got beat.
Right.
You know, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're not doing any work. Our guys are home. We're not cutting checks.
Yeah.
You know,
How are we gonna pay you?
Yeah, that was the difference with us. Where like I said, we reached out to clients, suppliers, and we said, let's run into the burning building, and then instead of running away.
Right.
That's very impressive, especially if you can keep that many people
employed.
going, working.
Yeah. 100 plus the field techs.
Wow.
At that time, yeah.
Wow.
Damn, you're like one of the few success stories we've heard.
I don't know.
You know, well, still.
There's a lot of successful guys out there,
Yeah.
especially in my industry. But guys like us, every day we go to work, there's still a challenge ahead of
Right.
us. You never
Sure.
figure it out. So, from the guy that has a 4-man van, a 4-man team, or just a man in a van, the big boys have issues that they deal with every day too. And, those are the challenges that you deal with as an entrepreneur. And you just got to deal with them head on. Don't give up and keep chiseling away.
Now, you said a very famous word before. Now, you better take another drink after that. Mistakes.
Mistakes, yeah.
Mistakes. I've made a few.
Too
Too few to mention.
Oh, yeah.
I won't sing anymore.
Yeah, please don't.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because you're going to make
mistakes.
them run away.
Mistakes happen. Mistakes will always happen.
Yeah.
You're not going to avoid mistakes, but you plan and you plan and you plan. But when you do, Sammy does what?
So look, you're gonna break some eggs. You're gonna make mistakes.
Sure.
Now, a wise client of mine once told me, said, it's not about the mistake, it's how you handle the mistake.
Right.
You have to first say that you messed up, and whatever it is that you messed up, and you deal with it head on. You pay the consequences, whether that's buying a new coffee table, whether that's replacing hardwood floor. It's not about going, oh, it wasn't my guy, or it wasn't this, or you know what I mean. I've had clients that reached out to me at the end of a project and said, hey, look, we have back charges, whatever. Every contract is going to eat $5,000, or $2,000, or $3,000, whatever, and we'll have a conversation. And if it's warrant, then it is what it is. Most of the time, though, we could have a candid conversation and go, hey, look, we left Alpines of blood on the table here to get this project done. We've went above and beyond in every manner we can. And usually the conversations, you're 100% right. Don't worry about this and move on. We are in a human people business, right? And that's the relationship is
Exactly.
1,000% of everything.
Exactly.
Right? So if you're always running away from the problem and not being a part of the solution, whether you made it or not, you're just not going to get the respect that you need on the site, and you're not going to get the respect that you need from the people that can have you back when you need it. And that's what we are. We're a relationship.
It's making that customer feel warm and fuzzy no matter what.
Always. Listen, the customer is always right.
Right.
The customer is always right. Even when you feel that you're right, you're still wrong. The customer is 100% always right. And you got to hold yourself as a professional. You can't be a professional 3 days a week.
Right.
You need to be a professional every single day. You got to come into the office and saying, I'm a professional. How do I deal with this? If I made a mistake, or if I didn't make a mistake, always try to under promise over achieve.
Sure.
That usually works.
Right. What is it? So, how do you find qualified employees? What do you look for?
We have a secret to that.
Oh, there you go.
I
knew it.
Wow.
We have a secret, but I will. In order to get a job at Livewire, you have to know somebody. Somebody has to sponsor you. So that's the only way to get a job at Livewire. So like if you have a family member, you have a relative, a family member, a relative, somebody that's already within our organization, and then they're looking for a job. Usually, that's the best approach.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's your secret?
Yeah.
Well, you need somebody who knows. They gotta know what the hell they're doing.
That, and also we interview every week, no matter what.
Oh.
no matter what we interview every
so
Wednesday.
when you come in the office, punch your clock, you turn around, there's 4 guys waiting for the office for an interview.
Yeah, we interview.
I like that. There's his real secret.
Right.
But-
Keep them on their toes.
You know, but sometimes, and we've spoken to so many resume managers out there, and we make these I'm not going to say mistakes, but sometimes we hire family or somebody that knows somebody, but they're going to vouch for them, and all of a sudden it doesn't churn out the way it is.
So to say that just because you know someone doesn't mean you're going to be on the same crew as someone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Just
right,
because,
of course.
Oh no! If they're related, or
Different,
if no,
different.
I try to put them on different shifts. Because you know
Always-
what's going to happen.
Always different crews, you know.
Right.
And what I mean by that, it's not usually family members, but it's a recommendation. Hey, I know this electrician. He worked at the X and Y shop. He's leaving there. He's not happy. He wants to come over and work with us. He'll come in for an interview, and if he fits the mold, then he'll get a job. And like I said, most of our employees have long-term relationships with us, and that's because we really don't micromanage them. We don't micromanage our project managers. We
Right.
give them plenty of runway to go ahead and do what they have to do, and build the teams and build client relations, and that's how we do it.
What about the training?
Yeah.
You know, you're going to hire a journeyman. You're going to hire you hire from licensed or
So usually the way we do it is it's usually skill based on how many years experience they have.
Right.
You know, when they come in for an interview, we ask them a whole lot of questions. We have like a box in our office with different breakers and different stuff.
Right,
And we
right.
ask them questions like, you know, how many amps can you put on this breaker? What is this breaker called? Who's the manufacturer of this breaker? And then depending on how they start answering those questions, we can tell which way which way the interview is going to go. If you start putting, 60 amps on.
It's federal. I still use federal.
number-
I use federal all the time.
On number 12 wire, we usually say, you know what, let's go this way.
Right.
But then we also do a whole lot of in-house training too, though. We have different authorizations for people and what type of work they can work on, right? So like we usually don't hire unless you have 3 to 5 years experience now at this level.
Okay.
When we first started out, it was a lot different. We would take in guys that have less than a year, and we'll train them.
Right.
So at this level that we're at now, it's 3 to 5 years as entry level to come work for us.
Yeah.
And then we do three times a year. We do a workshop where we do training, and then we do safety training 3 times a year in our workshop. So
right.
Right.
And it's a non-union shop.
it's a non-union shop. We're 100% non-union.
Right. You do any
There you
city
go.
work or anything else? You're interested?
So
in
we are approved, and the way I think of this is there are levers in our business. We're approved for SEA, Board of Ed, Port Authority.
Yes.
We have approvals for every single one of them, and they're levers in our shop, and we just sometimes we pull them a little bit,
Yeah.
we put them back. So it all depends
Right,
on
just
where the overall economy is, where we are in the world, and it's just things that, like I said, $10 million education.
Sure.
You know?
Absolutely.
It really is, and everything else. So speaking of electrical and overload, and
I don't know how you're going to segue into that, but I'm watching. I'm watching.
I'm trying to
watching.
think of this one here, but that's some of the issues that I never have with my burner and boiler because I have controlled combustion.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
You do.
and
What?
controlled combustion.
Of
Frank.
course.
All right.
Of course I know.
So, and by the way,
What?
can you believe heating season is here already?
I know. We're getting old, dude.
What do you mean?
We're
You
getting
feel it in your bones?
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, I know. It's getting
it's here
complicated.
already. You know that.
Well, listen, don't get stuck with just any old heating company.
I believe it.
Okay? Controlled Combustion
Yep.
has been New York City's full service heating contractor for residential and commercial buildings for over 40 years.
Nice.
You know?
Nice. 40 years.
They do it all.
Beautiful thing.
New boiler installation, you need a new one? They got one.
They got it.
Okay. Repairs and upgrades, done. Maintenance, they're there.
They're there.
They're there with the little brushes and
Yeah,
everything else,
absolutely.
and doing the tubes and yeah.
Absolutely.
Burner service,
Top notch.
that's it.
Absolutely.
Oh, and the worst one and the best one that they do is compliance.
Compliance is
They
very
keep
important,
us on our
especially in New York
toes.
City.
Yeah, thank you
Compliance.
very
Jesus,
much. That's like a
absolutely.
whole separate category altogether.
And listen, guys, and with their 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Not 364.
No.
Okay. All right. Emergency services, they simply can't be beat. Check out Control Combustion at heatingny.com or give them a call at 718-367-9800 and tell them Frank and Bo sent you.
or Bo and Frank sent you.
One of the two. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
We
He
don't
just
care.
went, we don't care.
Control combustion.
Absolutely.
Frank!
What?
You know what time
Oh
it is,
my
man.
God, you're always yelling at me,
It is
dude.
time. At least I didn't hit you this time.
This time you didn't hit me.
It
thank
is
God.
time
I'm still
for the
recovering from that brother punch you
Building
gave
Talk
me last time.
Tidbit. The
Tidbit.
BTTB.
This-
BBTTB.
It's tidbit.
Tidbit.
T-I-D-B-I-T.
Tidbit.
All right, he's gonna learn how to do this.
Pronounce things.
But this was a really interesting one, guys. And this tidbit, I don't want you see all the pages I have here because, of course, we're dealing with
Oh
New York
my
City,
God,
New York City,
dude.
and the sanitation department.
You see what happens when a printer works?
Yes, when my printer works, you guys are in trouble. But check this out. This is a really funny one. That actually, you know what? It isn't a funny one. I think, and I believe in it. I truly do. But I think it's going to be something that
What?
all of us,
What?
have to deal with.
What?
I've dealt with it now for the past 3-4 years in my other building. This is composting. Yes,
No.
it's composting. You know
No.
those little brown bins,
No.
the little tiny 3-foot brown bins that they put out there? Okay, well check this out. All right, because we're already.
It's
and I don't know how many of you already know.
It stinks.
It's that ugly
It's-
food stuff, right?
Oh.
But look at this. Just let me talk. Well, God, you never listen.
Sorry, man.
As of October 2nd of 2023, yes, I said October 2nd. All right, by the time you get this, we're going to be at the end of October. But, all right, and it started out all Brooklyn. So all you resident managers, property managers, and anybody out here in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
Brooklyn, okay, has to have curbside composting collection service on their recycling
Holy
day.
shit.
If your building previously had compost collection, your collection day has changed to your recycling day. Did you get that? Brooklyn.
What
Then
is
they're gonna
this
move
city
on from
doing
there.
to us,
They're
man?
doing it all. Order a free, but at least they're giving us free. And I ordered it, and I'm still waiting for it. I ordered it way back when. Order a free DSNY brown bin by October 13th, right? 2023, and they'll send you over a new bin. Free of charge, and then you can order labels so that you can put labels throughout your building, in your compactor rooms, and all that stuff, so people know that you're going to start composting.
Is it a metal bin?
It's a plastic bin.
It's a plastic bin.
Yep. It's a brown
Beautiful.
little thing. It's beautiful.
Full of food.
Full of food.
That the rats in New York City can't wait.
Rats
You're
eat
putting
anything.
out a
You know that.
smorgasbord
You know that.
right there on a sidewalk in front of your building.
That. You know that the way it is, too. It's not me. Don't yell at me. All right?
Oh my God.
But now check this out that I didn't know that now I know because I read. And I don't know if you guys are out there on the sanitation website. Go on the sanitation website. But leaf and yard waste separation is mandatory as of October 2nd.
What?
Didn't know that.
Leaf and what?
Leaf and yard waste separation mandatory as of the 2nd. Okay?
Get a landscaper.
All right. So, and that says place in, it says leaves, grass, garden trims, plants, and flowers place in any labeled bin 55 gallons or less with a secure lid. DSNY brown bin, paper lawn, and leaf bags or clear plastic bags. Bundle twigs, bundle twigs, people. All right, and branches with twine and place on the curb next to the bins or bags.
Why don't we just
ain't got
do their
enough
job?
Shit to do.
Why don't we just do their job?
Right. All right. So I don't want to bore you with all this stuff because get your decals. And I think if I wrote it here, they wrote it. I think the next one is
But this is Brooklyn.
right. They have Brooklyn, and then they start from Queens, and they work their way through Manhattan and the whole bit.
Shit,
So,
Bob.
so guys, just be ready. Check out the website, and then you'll see when they start. But you know, Brooklyn is first, and then it goes into Queens, then it goes into the city and the Bronx and the whole.
All
bit.
right.
So-
I had enough with the composting and the rats.
This is the composting. It's got to be ready to go. All right. If you need more, sanitation department website.
You know, this tidbit is brought to you by
Hey,
Thompson Exterior Services. Oh, yeah.
we like Thompson's.
We love Josh.
Absolutely. Josh is a great guy.
You know, sometimes he'll come down off the scaffolding
One of
once
these
in a
days he
while.
will. He's in Miami, so you know,
Yeah, what
he
the hell
loves
is it?
hanging out there.
I think he has that there. His wife calls him out.
Could be.
Yeah, I think
could
so
be.
too.
Could
But
be.
anyway, Josh, anything for local law 126, balcony restoration, exterior crack repairs,
Double nice.
caulking, concrete. I can go on and on and
Yes,
on.
you
Fall
can, but
protection. Fall protection. How about that?
Wow.
New construction fall protection systems.
Nice.
Retrofit fall protection systems.
All right.
Horizontal lifeline systems.
Yeah. He's got it all.
He's got
Just
it
say
all.
he's got it all.
He's got it all.
He's got it all. And,
Access
he washes
solutions
windows.
as a side job.
Yes. That's a side job.
Thompson Exterior Services.
Yes.
Josh, give him a call.
Absolutely. Give him a call.
732-997-8138.
Absolutely.
And it's Josh at thompsonexterior.com.
Yes. Let me get the door. Somebody's knocking.
Somebody's knocking
That
on the
might be
door.
Josh.
That might be Josh.
Yeah. Hold on.
Coming off the scaffold.
He's coming.
I don't think so. And Josh is available. Their website is www.thompsonexterior.com. There you go. That's Josh for you. It's not Josh, but that's just as well.
Yeah, it wasn't Josh.
So, hey, we're back with Sammy Lazoja from Livewire Electrical, and I got to tell you, that was the stupidest tidbit I've ever heard.
That was, yes,
Anyway.
it was. The Department of Sanitation, it is what it is.
So here's another curse word at you: compliance.
Compliance. Plenty of compliance now in the industry.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously. You got to pull the permit. You got to do the plans. You got to do the drawings, nice, neat, everything. You know. Do you have somebody who does that, or?
Yeah, we have
Expediters?
draftsmen, we have draftsmen, we have expediters. When I say full service electrical contractor firm, we literally do it all.
Okay.
We can do everything on this.
How often do inspectors come to the job?
Every project,
Every project.
every permit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't get away with.
Right.
They don't show up, they pass. They don't show up, we have to reinspect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That's the problem. And then you have to
Most of
wait.
the times you're going to
go-
self-certified anyway, right? I mean, is that,
No service.
No.
Not with us. No.
Really?
Plumbers got it easy. No,
Okay, yeah, plumbers. I think
yeah.
electricians too, but really,
You know-
no electricians.
No, you could self-certify under very certain circumstances.
Wow, I learned something new.
Yeah.
I learned something new.
We
Yeah, no, I-
don't do it. You know, maybe some other guys do it out there. They're not
Right.
better than I do, but we don't do it.
Well,
Wow.
look at that.
Seriously, I mean, that's just another layer of bureaucracy that small businesses and,
Of course.
and even medium or large businesses have to handle.
You know, there's times in your career as you go. You know, you're too big to be small, too small to be big. It's a real world
Right.
problem that entrepreneurs face. You know, all the time. And you know, like I said, I've been an entrepreneur in a couple of different industries. I love the construction industry though in New York. It's my favorite.
It's
my
unique,
favorite one.
man.
Right.
It is.
You know what? It's the relationships. It's the problem solving. Is
Right,
fun.
right.
It keeps you up at night. It's good.
It's unlike any other industry outside of the three.
Yeah, it's fun, you know, and when you live in your dream and when you're fulfilling your potentials in the industry and you keep learning and you keep, you know, like I said earlier, putting policies and guide rails, you know, to your business and keep growing it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
That was another thing, Frank. I wanted to ask him. You have a procedure manual for safety.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you developed it. You worked with somebody, or you came up with. Now,
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get there, but
right. But is this something you thought of as did it come about because of some incident or anything else, or just?
Well,
You know-
you know, today it's industry standard. You know, at a certain level, you need to
Yes.
have policies and procedures in place. You know, when I mentioned it before, we did it during COVID. There was no policies or procedures in place.
Yeah, nobody knew.
So what we did is we just took what we've learned as the real time situation was going and put it into policies and procedures and put it on paper and made it out guidelines. So a lot of this stuff ended up coming out later as being official guidelines,
right.
but we're
Sure.
one of the first guys to put something together.
It's really you're the
Well,
first.
you need it.
Yeah, but Frank, all of a sudden you might be going on a large project where you have multiple
Right.
people working on there. These guys are following procedure, and you look around, nobody's following anything nowadays.
The safety of your men.
Yes.
The safety of your men is the most important thing. Everybody wants to get home to their family. Everybody's there to do a job, and that's utmost professionally. That's the most important thing for us. That's
Right.
before
Right.
anything.
Especially with electrical.
Well,
I mean, a guy
yeah,
can, God
seriously.
forbid, a guy can get
Seriously.
killed. I mean,
There's in electrical, there's some serious things, but you also have like even near misses that are important that you
Oh,
need to
man.
capture, right? Even ladder safety is important. Ladder alternative programs are important. Safety is
So you have all aluminum ladders in your...
no. No,
Nice copper ones,
Yeah.
shiny.
but safety is up front and center
Right.
for when it comes to us. Yeah.
Interesting.
No, man, seriously.
No,
He's right.
I agree. I mean, And then now does OSHA that come into play with you guys
So,
at any time?
It's not usually like OSHA, but what we have is 2 times a year we have a third party risk management company come in and give us a risk management. We actually, me and my partner Lee were just talking about it now. We try to get one done before the holiday season. It just gets everybody kind of back into the safety mode because people start forgetting. They start getting a little bit lackadaisy.
Right.
So we try to do it right around the next couple of weeks we try to get one done.
Okay.
And it gives us hot areas that we should be looking for. We also have guys that walk the sites every day and take pictures and look for near misses and look for safety and do toolbox talks and it's so much more productive because if people don't get hurt, the job keeps going.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. You don't want to get shut down.
And you want guys to operate a certain way. Like we have, really strict guidelines about material. How material is placed on a job site, how it's laid out, how it's organized. These are all things that equal small increments that lead up to big production values. And that's why we are what we are.
There's no wasting time,
Right.
looking
No
for
wasting
things,
time,
looking
yeah.
for, you don't
Right,
need
right.
like, hey, go give me that 3/4 inch.
Our guys
Our
guys aren't allowed off the job sites to get material. Material is delivered to the guys. It's all ordered the day before. We have a warehouse that picks it. We recycle our material from other sites. Being if we have to, but we do. We check out ladders every day. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work when you're operating at a large scale.
Right.
Yeah.
There's people that are just dedicated to that.
Sure.
And I never
Sure.
thought I'd get to that point to say we have people that are just dedicated. It's surreal to say it, but we have people that are just dedicated to making sure productivity on the job sites are good, and they do an amazing job, and I thank God for them every day.
Wow.
You know what that's called? Efficiency.
Yeah.
Make sure that they have everything there. There's no wasted time waiting around for material. Make
And
sure everything else, within your hours.
Yeah, and your clients pick up on that. Your clients pick up on that. GCs pick up on that, and the most important person in the job site picks on it, the site super, because the site super drives the job site. And when I can't tell you how many times when I'm negotiating projects, it's the site super that comes in and says, "I want live wire in the shop. I'm not building the job without live wire," and that's what brings us to the finish line. And that's because of that field character
Right,
that
right.
we have.
Nice.
Okay. I'm telling you.
Can't beat that, dude. Can't beat that. That's that's something that's and it's ingrained in you, right? So that what's in you, you want to, because it's a sense of pride.
Yeah.
And if your employees see you're proud of what you're doing, it just rubs off on them.
Yeah, look, like I said, I'm in the office every day. There's not a pre-con call that goes by that I'm not either in the background working, listening to it, adding critique into it, or, something that comes out of our office that I haven't touched in some sort of way. And that's just on the pre-con. And then when it actually gets to, all right, now we have to build it, thank God I have an amazing team that project management team that's second to none in New York City that actually build it. And I love passing the job over to them because then I don't have to deal with it.
Right.
I know they're going to kill it. I know they're going to, I know that they, we've put in systems in place and policies in place and guardrails that are going to come into fruition and they're going to kill it.
Now, how do you retain that employee?
So you take care of them. You don't micromanage them. You let them build, systems in on their own. And, we have, at Livewire, honestly, we use logic when we make decisions. We really try to take ego out of it. Everybody's equal at the table when we're having a conversation about it. It's not, the boss is talking.
Right.
It's literally, Sammy said this, Lou said that, what's the best thing for the company? And sometimes, I can't tell you how many times my guys will tell me, no, I think we should do it this. And emotionally, I might have went into the conversation saying, I think we should do it this way.
Right.
And by the time I walk out of that room, it went the other direction. It was the better direction for the company. So using logic, is really important when making decisions.
But you're listening to their feedback.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And they're out there in the field, so they're the ones who are doing the work and seeing which way is better, I think.
Yeah, that's how, I think you retain talent and you keep talent by knowing how important they really are. And once you realize how important they really are and that you couldn't be where you are without them, at that point, you really need to start kind of checking yourself and say, let me listen to everybody at the table. Let's keep some of that stuff. Let's check some egos at the door.
Yeah, just
Sure.
Who's got the big ego, you or Lee?
I got to be honest. We really, me and Lee, we really define that way of we communicate and we really check that shit out the door. We don't really let that come in and I think I would probably have the bigger ego, but and I'll be honest, but we really try to check it out the door and make the best decisions come to fruition.
Listen, there's the differences that make it even better.
We have a great dynamic.
Yeah.
Me and my partner Louis have a great dynamic. And that's what got us where we are.
Wow.
Right. I mean, and look, and you know, not to toot our horn, but look, we know each other 43 years, 40-something years.
Yeah.
And it's that exact same thing. Our egos are always checked at the door.
Yeah, yeah,
and, you know, and we'll curse each other out and we'll kiss each other and we'll bang each other in the heads. But we know that we have a common goal.
Yeah. That's important. The common goal
Right.
is really important. And I got to say, we've never even I never had a heated exchange with my cousin, my brother, my partner,
Right.
ever in business.
Right.
It's been that, and that's because we really, you know, when we make, you know, big decision moves, you know, we really talk about it logically, and we involve our staff. I got to be honest,
Sure.
because they're, you know, your staff needs to succeed as much as you do, you know, and we always look into the future too. So like when we have our staff meetings, we don't talk about what we're doing today. We're talking about what are we going to do tomorrow, how are we going to get there tomorrow, who are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. I am constantly looking to replace my staff. I tell them all the time. Like I tell the guy, you know, my VP of project management, I'm looking to replace you because I need you to move forward. I need you to
Right.
do something else. I need, you know, I'm constantly looking to replace myself. You know, in my business, I was the stock boy downstairs. I was the guy doing service calls. I was the foreman, project manager, receptionist, invoicing, receivables, estimating.
Right,
I
you learned the whole
literally
business, yeah.
changed the paper, the mail boy. I've done it everything.
Right. And you sweep up too after.
Yeah, I've done literally everything myself and
Right.
included. But you know, and I think that gives you humility,
Sure.
right?
Oh,
to know,
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah.
it gives you humility to say, hey, you know, I've been there, I've done it. You know, I know where you are right now. But believe it or not, the VP of project management, Lou, he started out in the shop. He was a stock boy. He literally a box from here, put it there.
Right.
And today he runs, you know,
Picked up two
Millions.
boxes and put two boxes
Hey, at least
up
two
he
there.
boxes.
runs millions in work a year, and
Right.
a team of some very highly capable project managers, and even my project managers, they're hired within. I got a guy, Dennis, that works for me. When he came to me 11 years ago, he was working as a busboy, and he said, you know, I just want something Monday to Friday. So all right, come on, we'll give you a job, and he got a job via that. He had a friend of mine that knew me, and today he's one of our, you know, lead project managers, putting up work, and you know, 11 years later, and he worked as a shop boy, helper,
Wow.
mechanic,
There you go.
foreman, now project manager. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what we want to promote with
Right.
them.
And it's
You know.
the pride. You see that pride in them.
Oh yeah, I could do a project that's going to be the most difficult project in the world, difficult client, crazy timeline of when we have to get it done, completely impossible. I'll say, all right, who's on the job, who's doing it? You know, Dennis is on it with this crew and that crew. All right, I could go to sleep at night. I
Right.
know that
Right.
those guys are going to do more than what I would be able to do on that job
Yes,
to make it happen.
that's what you're looking for.
And that's what makes
Yeah.
what makes a company grow. You know?
There you
So
go.
you said you and your cousin, your partners, you get along very well. There's no
Yeah.
animosity. You can't say that the same about your wife, can you?
Oh boy, he always has to.
No,
do that. She pays
Listen.
the bill. She pays
Yeah,
the
we know. We'll get to his family in a second. But Live Wire, yourself. But Live Wire, where are we going 5-10 years from now? What are we doing?
So you know we're you know that is something that I think about a lot. You know, LiveWire is in a great space today, and as we continue to grow, we're going to probably go into different markets. You know, prior to COVID, we had some other key markets in the U.S. that we were going to go into, and then obviously kind of COVID hit, and you know what, it was actually good because it gave us the ability to step back and go, you know what, let's put some more policies and more guidelines in place, and let's really get this thing running 100%
Right.
perfect. And then once this vehicle work 100% perfect,
Right.
you know, some of those key personnel that I talked about earlier, I'm going to give them an opportunity to be their own entrepreneurs.
There you go. Why not?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the idea.
Nice.
It's beautiful. Now, you're a family guy?
I'm a family guy. Yes,
Beautiful
sir.
wife? 15 kids like
No,
Frank?
no.
Oh,
I have
sorry.
14.
two.
He's got 14.
I have two remarkable children. I have my daughter and my son.
See, look at his face light up,
Yeah.
man.
There
I
you
love
go.
that.
They're everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What the hell do you find time for them? Because I know you should be home right now, but okay.
So you know, work balance and life balance is always been something that every entrepreneur deals with. You know, it's a true issue. But thank God I have a wonderful wife that is very supportive of what I do. The weekends I spend with my children. 4 o'clock on a Friday till Sunday, I am 100% dedicated to them. I try to cut out of work when I can. I do take nice vacations during some of the slower seasons of the year in our industry.
Sure.
I've only been able to do that now. You know, now in my years now, you know, because my entire life has been Livewire is my baby.
Right.
I woke up from the moment I woke up. I slept in vans in the middle of Midtown Manhattan building this company.
Sure.
Like my entire life was revolved around building this company to where we are today. Then once I had a wife, I still didn't care. I still worked 24/7.
Right.
There it
And
is,
once
yeah.
I had children, you know, it really, you know, I had some great mentors in life and said, listen, man, this shit's always going to be here.
Sure.
You know, that's not going to be there forever. You make sure you hone in on that. And I'm progressively getting better and better. And yeah, it's a huge part of my life, making sure I'm a good dad.
You keep at that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
that's what really, really.
That's what's important.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And it gives you that balance of all the hectic, and when you get home and you see the kids, and you know, because they're not going to be at that little age anymore.
yeah,
They get,
yeah.
you know,
And I also check work at the door. I don't bring home work
Right,
home with
right,
me,
right.
You know, unless it's a dire emergency, I really check work at the door. When I get home, that's family time for that
Right.
going on. You know.
Do you
Nice.
know? You don't.
Nice. I don't know.
You don't know, but he knows, and I just didn't realize that he was also on. You do some organizational work,
Yeah.
or charity work, shall we say?
A lot of charity work. We try
A
to do.
lot. There you go.
Yeah.
And what is the organization where I met you last time?
So I am the executive director of the Albanian American Association in Staten Island.
Beautiful.
Very proud of it. In the last 2-3
Nice.
years, we've accomplished some beautiful stuff, and it's continuing to grow. We have a school in Staten Island that gives you the ability to drop your kids off like a Sunday school, learn the language, culture,
Awesome.
dances, stuff like that, and try to keep the culture with the community. You know, I do that. You know, besides that, that's just one thing. You know, that's something that. But for years, we've been, you know, great supporters of St. Jude's Hospital, Kids for Kids.
Right.
If I sat here and I said a list of all the charities that we're very, very dear to our heart, I'd be here all night. But I'm a very, very firm believer in giving back.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
You know.
100%. We agree 100%.
It's I think every entrepreneur should, you know, make a plan to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to, and if it's not money, dedicate time. You know, there's people out there that are in need, that need help. We live in a crazy world, and you know, you got to help out as much as you can.
Oh, we agree 100%.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a Rush song, and part of the lyrics is it's better to give than to receive.
Yeah, it is. I honestly, it's crazy, but I'm addicted to giving.
Yeah.
It's like I've won $1 million contracts. I've done great. I've done this. I've done that, and all those things are really, really short term. Make you feel good short term, right? But when you give back and you see, you know, that continue to grow, you know, it's the feeling is unbelievable.
Man, I've been trying to give Frank back for the longest time. He just keeps coming back, and you know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's not the same, huh?
Yeah, I'm tethered. You know, we're
You're
tethered.
tethered. Sam, we're going to put you on the spot now.
Yeah, sure.
This is it, because it's time for the WTF moment. Thank you.
You what?
That was it?
Oh man.
Oh, you want this one? Hold on.
I like that one better.
Well, we did that one. yeah.
The WTF moment is any situation, incident, or a moment that makes you say,
Anytime.
"What the Frank?
Yep. At home, at work,
Did that
anywhere.
really happen?
Yep.
No,
Did
man.
that really happen to me, or did it happen in front of me, anywhere?"
I'm sure.
In this business, I swear to God, I think I get one of these every fucking week.
There you go. We're going to have a WTF moment on our website. We're just working on that.
Yeah. Tell us your WTF.
You know, COVID was a huge one, obviously, for everybody. I've had guys hit what it means. I've had. I don't even want to relive this shit. I've come into, you know. I've come into my shop sometimes. The vans are all missing.
Oh, jeez.
You know, this industry really, you know, I don't want to get specific on one WTF moment, but I can tell everybody this: WFT moments come every day. It's how you deal with them.
Sure.
It's how you bob and weave when they come. You know, I've had, like I said, water mains, vans robbed, you know, guys, you know, cutting steam pipes at Columbia University. I've had everything, right? Thank God it wasn't a live steam pipe. And it was subject to get demo, right? And I won't say who it is. The guy knows who it is.
If you're watching this,
let's go to that one.
Right.
I'm walking to the job site, right? Job site guys are demoing, and I got a guy with a sawzall, and he's just cutting through his pipe. And I'm looking at him and go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I got to demo his pipe out." I go, "It's a fucking steam pipe." He's like a quarter of the way through. The building super's like, "Oh, no, listen, you know, we're replacing the boilers, all the pipes are getting demoed out."
You're doing us a favor. Right. Keep going.
But you know, you get plenty of these. You get plenty of these moments in this career, in this business, and you got to bob and weave. And like I said, accountability. And when these things happen, put in guidelines and policies so that they don't happen again.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely. Very important.
There's plenty of
guys do it. They do it. You know, and you know what it is too. Like you said before, what if they make a mistake? Holy shit, I fucked up. Just say you did
you know,
it.
somebody thought it was a good idea to give the helper a sawzall.
Right. There you go.
You know, and
right. At least it was a pipe that wasn't cutting his finger off.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I love that one. Sammy, tell us where people can reach out to your company.
Oh yeah, so you know, we're on social media. You can find this on our website, www.livewireelectric.com. You can look us up. We're all over. Just you see our vans in the city. Just
don't pull up in front of him.
Yeah, pull up in front of him.
And don't take the van.
Right. Don't take the van.
Don't take the van.
Even if the keys are in there. Hey man, thank you very much for coming on. We really appreciate it. And Frank, do you know that this episode of Building Toad, Building Talk,
and I'm drinking.
Yeah, okay, and I'm sober. So this episode of Building Talk was brought to you by
Control Combustion, of course.
Of course,
absolutely.
Thank you so much, Control Combustion.
Yes, thank you.
Listen, we got to go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Thank you, Sam.
Sam, thank you. But
absolutely, greatly
where
appreciate
can people reach us?
But you know what, they can reach us. We have our website, right? We're at www.buildingtalknyc.com. That's the new website. We're still building it, but you can go on and see all the episodes that we have, all the previous episodes. That's great. That's one.
It's going to be 60.
We started up a TikTok thing. We're doing this TikTok thing. We're learning it. 2 old fogies like us. We're learning it. So we're going to be on the TikTok thing.
That was for TikTok?
That was for TikTok.
Oh, wow. We look good.
We're on Facebook, of course. We don't do Spotify anymore.
We will.
We're working
Once
on
we get Marvin down here.
Yes, Marvin. Come on down. Marvin.
Really,
yes.
dude.
And Instagram. So we're on Instagram. You can always follow us on there, too. Yep. Just, wherever, and of course, YouTube. So every Tuesday night, you know how it is.
Yep.
It comes out, and then Mr. Clownface over here, he puts everything on LinkedIn, and then I copy his shit, and then everybody watches.
And everybody gets the shit.
And everybody gets this.
But it's good listening.
Absolutely. Later.